Well, it's been a long time since we've done one of these, so here is Conversations About Cars in Cars.
Or C for short.
That was way more C's than
I
there
can
were.
count.
First
up,
the Tesla P100D.
Yes.
So this is a 100 kilowatt hour battery.
No, the 100 means 100 horsepower.
Tesla comes out with a new variant of its full-fledged performance Model S every other day, it seems like. Now, with ludicrous mode, we're talking 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds, which makes it the fastest production car claimed 0 to 60 time.
The 918 Spider and the LaFerrari are faster, but they are no longer in production because those runs have ended. So,
and I don't think that manufacturers claimed that 0 to 60 time either.
I think they did. Maybe. I know certain cars, like the Lamborghini Huracan, they did not claim that, but people have recorded times that are around that range of 2.5 seconds. Same thing with the Turbo S. Yeah, so this is actual manufacturer Tesla saying, hey, when you test this car, blah, blah, it'll do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds.
Another really big deal is that it finally has over 300 miles of range. So 315 miles of range, pure electric, obviously. It's a Tesla Model S. That is impressive, especially for a performance model.
It'll cost you 10 grand if you've ordered a P90D and you have not taken delivery of it for them to upgrade it to that 100 kilowatt hour. It'll cost you 20 grand if you have an existing P90D because they will have to recycle your 90 kilowatt hour pack and give you the new, more powerful one.
Now, is it worth $20,000 to get 0.1 or 2 seconds to 60 more? Probably not, although a lot of people will probably want the range. And I think the coolest thing about the new generation of Tesla Model S's is the lack of front grille. So the new design that they have,
new headlights.
That looks like the Model 3, and they incorporated it in the Model X, although the Model X isn't the prettiest car in the world. But I really think it vastly improves the design of the Model S.
We've seen a lot of them drive by every time. It made us want one a lot more because I wasn't ever a huge fan of the original styling. Yeah,
I didn't really like the way the Model S looked. And the original interior before they went to the Recaro seats wasn't quite as nice, but now with the new grille, the ridiculous performance makes a strong case for itself.
You can also get the 100 kilowatt hour pack in the Model X.
Nice.
Now, obviously, the bigger car, I think they said 2.9 to 60.
Oh no!
For a 7-seater SUV.
Boo-hoo, yeah.
Totally insane. Next up, we have the Mercedes Maybach 6. Which is a very, 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 very creative name.
Yeah, it's called that because the car is 6 meters long.
To be accurate, 5.7 meters.
Okay, which is ridiculous. That's just short of 20 feet for a two-door car.
Yeah.
It is 750 horsepower, all electric.
200 miles of range. It's purely a design exercise at this point. They brought it to Pebble Beach this weekend. When they showed it off, we saw it, we drove by it. It's pretty gorgeous looking red. Massive wheels, enormously long hood.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a Maybach Pullman, which is the extended wheelbase one that they've talked about making, but we're not sure. But two-door version.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is a long wheelbase Wraith-looking thing.
Yeah,
it's
so I wonder if they'll build it. It was a cool part, as some of you may have seen the video of it. It's remote controlled. It's not fully autonomous. There was a guy like moving around the lawn with a controller, just like driving this empty car. It was quite interesting.
It's got to be one of the most expensive remote control on land automobiles. It's not military, just a car. That's unbelievable.
Definitely looked really cool.
What happened in Texas? Something crazy.
Yeah, Texas. 48 cars had their wheels and tires stolen from a dealership at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. These thieves pulled up with their big truck and they managed to cut through the lock on the fence. They also shut off the power to the huge floodlights that dealerships always have to illuminate their lots, so like the security cameras couldn't see anything. And they left 48 cars just on cinder blocks with no wheels and tires left.
That's not a terrible idea. I'm not I'm not advocating that we're gonna go and do that, but if there are a bunch missing, don't come looking for us.
Yeah.
But instead of stealing the cars, the wheels and tires don't have a license plate associated with them, and people aren't really going to be looking on security cameras for wheels floating around. So $250,000. $200,000
to $250,000 is what they're estimating. The 48 cars, and there's also more damage associated with the cars being left on cinder blocks and stuff like that, and damage from them removing the wheels and who cares how. But can you imagine showing up to work at your dealership and there's just row after row of cars without wheels and tires? You're like, look at them initially like, okay, the cars are still... Wait a second, something's not right. Oh.
I bet some of the people thought it was a practical joke. I mean, I can't imagine showing up there and being
that's
like,
a lot of cars, yeah. That's why you have insurance. We also have rumors of a new Mazda RX-9. So they showed off that concept a couple years ago. Is that another?
It's another brand new Tesla, yeah. 85D. We're in California right now. We're in my dad's Toyota Tundra, which actually is horrifying to drive. It's got so much body roll and it's so high off the ground after driving sports cars for a while.
Yeah.
Feels intimidating, but
another one just went by.
New
Back
RX-7.
to the Mazda. RX-9. So they showed off that concept. Now, 2017 is an interesting year. It is actually the 50th anniversary of when Wenkel, the guy they named the engine after, came up with this crazy design. But it's supposed to have a 1.6-liter turbocharged two-rotor, making 400 horsepower is what they're targeting. And then the engineers are also, they're trying to hit a weight target of 1,300 kilograms, which is like 2,900 pounds. So that's a lot of power for not a heavy car, if they do achieve that. This was just all from some Japanese magazine posted all this stuff, and I think the original article was like literally translated using Google Translate. So some of the stuff could have been, but those numbers shouldn't have been messed up.
It does show the benefits of a Wankel rotary engine. That power density is nuts.
Yep.
1.6 liter, 400 horsepower. But the price is outrageous.
Supposedly, yeah.
Around $80,000 for the new RX-9.
So it looks like they're following the GTR path where in a couple years we'll have a 6-figure RX-9.
Yeah. Well, the 2030 GTR is $1.9 million, so.
That's not good. Well, again, this car is, I think, the article was stating that it would come out in 2019 and possibly next year. They had the Tokyo Auto Show that would show off a concept for their intent to actually build this thing.
The Rolls Royce Dawn. So we saw several of these during Monterey Car Week, and every single time one of us said a swear word followed by lots of screaming. It is one of the most beautiful cars ever created, and it is like a giant middle finger coasting down the road. I mean, just a freaking massive, elegant art piece with so much metal in it. What is it, 6,000 pounds, something like that?
Insane, yeah.
It's basically a slightly detuned Wraith in a convertible, and it is the quietest convertible ever made. It's actually quieter than a Wraith.
Layer top or something like that. Yeah. Well, the thing that sparked this was we were at a Starbucks during Car Week in Monterey, and we just walked out. Of course, because it's Monterey Car Week, there were two Rolls Royces. There was a Phantom Coupe and then a brand new Dawn, and we had kind of ignored the Coupe because the Dawn was just so eye-catching. It was this beautiful dark blue, like a sapphire blue color with a white interior, and the wood was, it had, what is it called?
It's called
Cannondale
full Cannondale veneer. I believe it comes in,
or something.
Yeah, it comes in several different colors, but essentially it takes kind of that Phantom Drophead Coupe teak wood decking looking material on the back, and it puts it all throughout the entire car. And the grain of the wood,
they have it aligned.
Is aligned perfectly in this V that comes to a point right in the center of the dash.
Oh my god.
And I think one of the coolest parts is the door. So on the door, it's this one massive piece of this wood, and the door handle and leather part almost look like they're just floating inside of it.
So cool. And suicide doors, it looks like it's giving you a hug when you have them both open.
It does.
Approach me and enter my luxurious embrace.
So we freaked out about this car so much that I went and test drove a Wraith because, well, the Dawn just came out and it is absurdly expensive.
They're like 400,000 and up.
What's crazy with the Wraith is obviously it's extremely expensive, and I'm not going to get one right now, but it is. I do want one so damn badly. The deals they're offering right now, really it's good. Unbelievable. $30,000 off MSRP right away, no haggling, just boom, let's just take $30,000 off
right there,
and then $20,000 off again for some lease program that they're doing.
Rolls Royce offers those the lease,
and then they'll even offer you lease cash to buy out your current lease. You know, with that Cannondale wraparound veneer and the Starry Night.
Rolls Royce will match the constellations on your headliner to the day you were born. They can go back and figure out where the stars were on the day you were born to get it matched.
It's actually incredible.
It's
oh my god.
Even the back seats, because he was driving it, and the salesman was there, and we were actually with our other friend Kent, and we both hopped in the back seats. It's so spacious and comfortable back there.
Yeah, even for a two-door car, that's probably the most space in the rear I've ever experienced.
The coupe.
I mean, you had plenty of legroom and headroom,
was pretty good. Even though it's got that really roof line.
Yeah, it's got the wraithed roof.
The wraith. Oh, one of the other favorite parts is the Spirit of Ecstasy.
Yeah, that folds down.
And it goes, wee.
Yeah, not only when you lock the car, another Tesla, that's an older one it looks like. Not only when you lock the car does the Spirit of Ecstasy rotate down so someone doesn't steal it off, you also have a button in case you want to be a total douchebag and just make it go up and down on the highway, or film point of view style videos with the Wraith emblem, the Spirit of Ecstasy going up and down.
No,
really cool. Driving experience though was incredible. It drove like
a cloud.
I thought my Mercedes drives like a cloud. This is like puffier clouds. This
Someone buy my Boss 302.
Yeah, Eddie's selling his Boss 302.
For reals this time.
For real.
Last time I posted, because I was going to sell it before I got the i8, but then I got a really good deal on the i8, so I picked that up and still had the Boss, and I've driven it like 4 times since I've gotten the BMW. It's been kind of neglected. It just doesn't make sense for me to keep both the cars right now. And last time I posted up for sale, literally 75% of the people contacting me were, "Are you Eddie from Vehicle Virgins? Is that the Mustang from Vehicle Virgins? Why are you selling your car so soon?" I'm like, shut up! I'm selling the car.
Sometimes people buy cars, they like them for a little bit, and then they want to move on.
Yeah. So it's for sale. They'll post more details about that at some other point. But if you know anybody interested in a really awesome Boss 302 Laguna Seca, which is a really rare car,
it actually is an awesome car.
Yeah,
no lie.
Yeah.
I give Mustangs a lot of crap, pretty much only because Eddie owns one. A lot of my friends have them, and a Mustang is a great car for money. The Boss 302 handles really well.
A good friend of mine who has an F-Type R, who loves E92 M3s and has driven a lot of them, drove my car, gave it a chance, and he got out, was like, holy crap, this thing is so fun, you can't sell it, this is way better than an M3.
Yeah, I mean,
so
there you go.
Fun. Yeah.
I know a lot of YouTube commenters won't agree, and they'll go, Eddie, why the hell did you buy this instead of an M3? Well, whatever. Anyways. Well,
I'm a YouTube commenter.
Is that what the YouTube commenters do?
Yes.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this conversations about cars, in cars, something about cars, more C's. I don't know. There's a lot of C's involved, and I forgot the acronym, even though we invented it. You invented it.
I invented it, yes.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you next video.